Okay, so the recent talk today, we will review on this important lesson from the Buddha, right speed, the wise way to talk. So for a few months, I think since previous month, I start to review the original teaching of the Buddha. Yeah, the Noble Eightfold Path is start when Buddha enlightened about 1 month and a half that he gathered the first group of 5 disciples, and he simply share a simple but very profound wisdom about what causes us not to be happy and what is the cause of happiness. And it's all effects and cause. In his formula of the Four Noble Truths, suffering is the effect, the cause of suffering, the cause, and the end of suffering, which is eternal happiness. And the cause is the path that lead to the end of suffering. So in this Four Noble Truths, number 4 is the most, in my view, the most critical one, the most relatable aspect of the Four Noble Truths. But we're gonna jump to number 4 right away. Yeah, we need concept, we need theory, and we need understanding. But all the practical detail is on number 4. And I'm sure you're familiar with these 8 factors: right understanding, right thought, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. With the Noble Eightfold Path, it works in the upward spiral. Yeah. Imagine you're at the bottom of this castle, and at the top is enlightenment. So little by little, every day, with your daily practice, with your interacting with the Dharma, you go round and round. Yeah, like this. But it's an upward spiral. And if we keep practicing, if we keep learning, little by little, we get to the top, which is enlightenment. And we are fortunate to have this monk, Luang Pu Wat Pak Nam. He's a founding teacher of the Middle Way meditation, that he clarified this term in the Buddhist scripture. And this is an ancient term, Magga Samankhi, which means the unity of path. It has a mysterious concept for thousands of years, that how the Eightfold Path become one. And then Luang Pu Wat Pak Nam, he clarified more than 100 years ago that when we have the right view, we have the right thought, our action is good, our speech is good, it lead up to the right concentration. And that called the unity of path. It means all the 8 factors become one in our deep meditation. And the Buddha called that Papassara Citta in Pali, which means luminous mind. And luminous mind is the mind, but it's defined by adventitious defilements. This is 1,000 years old, recorded in the old scripture. 100 years ago, or 100 years ago, Luang Pu Wat Rak Nam, he said it's not just a concept. With your daily practice, with your determination to purify your mind, you will experience the luminous mind. Is there anyone in this room right now? You not just know this, but you experienced it by yourself. You can try number 1, that when you close your eye and you feel something shining, not with this eye, but with the inner eyes. Like when we sleep, we see something in the dream, kind of, and they experience something like, wow, that's something good inside. Yeah, you can try number 1 if you experienced before. Oh, sadhu, Sancha. Sadhu. Anyone who still listen, we can interact a bit. And that luminous mind is very precious. It's like a source of great energy that guides us in a better direction. And that luminous mind, which is mentioned by the Buddha, is not unique among Buddhists. You find this in different traditions, in different belief systems. Even now in the scientific community, they call the term pure consciousness. Yeah, I'm excited for that advancement in the scientific community, that science and spirituality start to cross. And that gives us a breakthrough for humanity. That, yeah, it's just different name to call one sun in the sky. Yeah, through spirituality, through science, it's just a truth. And when we said we learn Dharma, we learn truth. And this universal light is another truth of humanity, not very well experienced by majority of the people in the world. The more we experience this collectively, the better environment we might have, the better society, the better community around the world. So that's the top of that castle, at the top of the upward spiral. And beyond the light, there's something more, yeah, in the deeper meditation practice. And today, the right speech, the wise way to talk, is one of the factors. One thing that quite missing in the term that I call the selective Buddhism have been expanded and taught in the West. A clear link between what we call the threefold training, Sila, Samadhi, Panya. And that's a summary version of the Eightfold Path. Sila, Samadhi, Panya. Sila is a discipline. Samadhi is meditation, and Panya is wisdom. Once meditation mindfulness become popular, it was selected, yeah, by some teacher with a good intention for sure. But if they don't see what is the fundamental truth that the Buddha shared, the Buddha said, good sila, good discipline lead to good meditation. Good meditation lead to good wisdom. Yeah, this is in scripture. He mentioned 1,000 years ago and was recorded. So when we pick up just meditation without reviewing the discipline, the meditation doesn't go too far. Yeah. And the Noble Eightfold Path is a complete format of Sila, Samadhi, and Panya. We can start with meditation. It is widely explained the benefit and everything. But the Sila part may be more challenging because it's not just sit down and close your eye, but how you speak, how you act. And that's something in the cultural diversity around the world also, that, oh, how we take those Dhamma into our culture. With more understanding about the right speech and other factors on the Sila, we have tendency to have deeper experience to the luminous mind. Every word, everything we say is recorded, is an energy that connect back to our mind. The more right speech, the more right mindfulness and concentration will come to us. So there are basically, yeah, minimum 4 ways of right speech mentioned by the Buddha. And the first one, truthful speech. The second one, harmonious speech. The third one, endearing speech. And the fourth one, beneficial speech. Yeah, that is the North Star of what we can do, not so easy to do in the modern day, and sometimes we get confused in the social media world. What is truth? What is not true? And sometimes we share that, sometimes we comment on it. We get into that cycle of not truthful speech. Not easy, right? Not easy. So today we're gonna get into each one of them, and then we can have some moment to discuss at the end how this could be applied in the modern day. Let's go one by one. To make it clearer, I put the opposite side. Actually, in the original Pali canon, the Buddha said, not do this, not do this. Yeah, but I make it more positive. Like, what is the positive side? It's truthful speech. And the Buddha mentioned to gain anything in your life, use the truth. Even sometimes it's more challenging. Do not lie. Do not lie, because that lying create the negative energy. The more we lie to others, we collect the energy that someone gonna lie to us. And we don't want anyone to lie to us, right? We want fact, we want truth. So truthful speech will make our state of mind clear, bright, and happy. Yeah. Again, the world evolved, communication is not just talk like this anymore. Sometimes it's a chat, sometimes it's a picture, sometimes it's a story we share. To maintain truthful speech, if we are not sure, do not share. Yeah. If we are certain that, oh, this is truthful, good, and benefit other people, we can do that. Yeah. So that's challenge number one. To maintain peace of mind, use more truthful speech, not the lying one. The second one, oh, I think this is one of the most challenging one. Harmonious speech, not divisive speech. And as human, we still have emotion. We still like this person, don't like this person, even in one home and one family. If we don't practice well, if we not maintain peace of mind very well, the Buddha mentioned our kilesa, or the defilements. The defilement means tendency to do something not wholesome will arise. And that will trigger divisive speech. Fundamentally, I think to be totally away from divisive speech, not so easy on the daily basis, but to have less divisive speech and have more harmonious speech each day, that's a good direction. Politics, right? Religions and any heated stuff, which sometimes stimulate us to feel enjoying in some way. We need to be careful what kinds of speech we put into the conversation. It unite people or it divide people. Even some idle chat, which we are gonna talk, that's number 4, without the reliable source, we can create divisive energy in the company, in our workplace. Anytime we speak, make sure it come out from your peace of mind. And if you're not sure, they're gonna unite people or they're gonna divide people, silent is gold in that moment. The third one, endearing speech versus harsh speech. Yeah. This might be another not so easy, but possible. Why I say not so easy? In the modern day media culture, we saw, and as we are younger also, we saw many hard speech example in the movie, in the advertisement, any film that have a scene that rough and it create a kind of tendency to do things not nice, do things not endearing. But Buddha, he emphasized that to create good energy, start with peace of mind. And when we want to get anything done, try to use endearing speech. Politeness is very important. Yeah, to play in the game. Sometimes we have the basketball or the volleyball. If we want to move our ball to someone else, if you notify them, oh, okay, please take the ball, and they take it peacefully, safely, that's endearing one. But if you throw the ball in that direction without their preparation or notice, sometimes it hurt their face and it hurt their mind also. Yeah, so this is another right speech we should practice more to get anything done in our life. Use more endearing speech, not the harsh one. That'll be the challenge in the easy case. Oh, this is a nice person. It's easy to do endearing speech, right? But if someone like a very stubborn troublemaker, it's more challenging for you to use the endearing one. I love one example that our abbot Dong Pa taught us, that if we know Dhamma and we know that we deserve a brighter mind, enlightened mind, like that's the way to go. It's not the game of an eye for an eye, or to calculate that you do bad to me, I do bad to you, because it's bad for both. It's bad for them, it's bad for us. So he said, one, we know the better quality of life. We look through the lens of how we make things wholesome and how we use or exercise our loving kindness and compassion more. It's not win or lose game. It's like a win-win. And with that win-win situation, it needs the good quality of the mind. And that example, I think is in the old scripture, that when we practice toward enlightenment, we become like the flagon wood, like the sandal, the flagon wood. And when the flagon wood were cutted by the axe, you imagine the axe and the flagon wood chop right on the wood. What the wood do in return for the axe is their flagon. It's very subtle because it's a flagon wood, right? And then something cut on the wood, and then it responds with something wonderful. It's very challenging, but I see that before. Yeah, when someone very peaceful and they were troubled by someone not peaceful, and they do not lose their peace. So they respond not at the same level of that energy, the higher level. And it's kind of change that person in some way. But did an eye for an eye, it just go down and down. But if someone choose to respond negativity with positivity, it changes the scenario. Yeah, we can discuss more in detail, like how this will really work. And the last one, beneficial speech versus idle speech. What is that? This is also challenging because news and entertainment rely on something not really beneficial to anyone, like a gossiping thing, who get married with who, they have a new baby, or and kind of like a Hello magazine thing, uh, it's okay to know about it, but with the time spending on it, not give too much, maybe for relaxation a little bit. Yeah, but if we can use time to discuss something that will benefit someone or will help someone to have some wisdom, some knowledge, or they live a better life with that conversation. And Buddha said, oh, that's the right speech to do, the beneficial one, not the idle one. So that's the wise way to talk that I share to you, that every day, shower for your mind, meditate, feel good, and then be mindful. Any speech, any interaction, any conversation geared toward truthful speech, harmonious speech, endearing speech, and beneficial speech. Even you practice for a day, you're gonna feel good. Wow, I really create good energy for myself for sure the first, and then someone else might have a better life through that right speech. And that is something that will lead to the win-win situation, that the Eightfold Path will expand more, and it leads us to luminous mind. And with the luminous mind, it like the deep concentration, it go back to the right understanding again. So our understandings of life, our thought, our speech, it go upward. And that's why we need the middle way community. But not every community in the world try to do this because it's not that simple. Yeah, it sounds simple, but to practice, it needs encouragement. It needs someone that let's go again, that ties up the wrongdoing. Yeah, and luminous mind is the North Star. Yeah, we practice, we have shining mind, we have universal light, we become a happier human being in this world. And happy people, we have tendency to make more happiness in the world, and we need more of that. Sadhu.